Hello. This is a story about how a baseball stopped a steam engine in its tracks. It was the 1970s or 80s, maybe the 90s. There's no clear data on this because I've never really looked into it that deeply, into what specific date it happened. But it's an interesting story nonetheless. So here's what happened. It was the 1970s, 80s, or 90s, one of those, and it was at Greenville Village. A perfect day. Just a normal day, right? No. You see, Greenville Village has played historical baseball for many years now. And this was like one of those days. The number one, the Edison, named after Thomas Alva Edison himself, was going around on its normal rounds around the museum perimeter. Meanwhile, the historical baseball had managed to hit a home run. But this home run managed to make the very slim chance of hitting the engine right in the piston, thus stopping the engine right in its tracks. Of course, I believe it had to either be towed or somehow crawled back to the engine shop in the roundhouse and was fixed. But it's still an interesting story. Although there was no casualties, some people probably did get bruised from the sudden stop of the engine. But, nonetheless, it's an interesting story and a little bit of a footnote in an otherwise unassuming small railway in a museum.